Okay, we're back. So in addition to the pages that I cut up, I also cut up some of this blue marble, and this is just like printer weight paper. And we cut that up in a couple of sizes. And the way I do this is I like to kind of divide everything up. Now, obviously I'm not going to use all of these pages. There's way too many. But that's okay. I'll make another one. So I really like this because it ties into what she sent me. So we're going to start with this one. And then I'm just going to put in a regular sheet of paper and one of these. And let's see, one of these little lined ones. And let's see. Oh, I like this little Paris print here, and we'll put in another sheet, just like that. And then this one is cute, right here. And this one has a little writing space in it, so we'll put that in there. And let's see, what else? This one, I think. Let's see. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. I like to put 10. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, we'll do this one. 10. Okay. So now, to hold this all together, I have a couple of options. One, I can use my giant paper clips, or I can use these butterfly clips. Now, I like the butterfly clips because when you put these on here, they extend down. So I'll put one on that side and one on this side, and then just kind of make sure I got it all lined up. Okay, now let's get rid of the rest of this. Alrighty, all paper gone. So now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be poking some holes in this. And I have my trusty punch pattern. So what I do is I'm going to put this on here, just like that. And I'm going to take the back of the book, put it on here just like that, line everything up. I'm going to get out my foam and my awl. I'm just going to kind of pull all this up, and I'm going to poke through. Okay. Now we'll get our pattern out of there. Excuse me. So what I use is actually a, this is a plastic canvas needle. So I'm going to go through the middle. Get that string out of my way. And then I'm going to come up to the top, going back through. And then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to pull this string up, and I'm going to go to the other side of it. Go down. All right. Now, if I pull the two ends, I get that reasonably tight. I'm going to go to the bottom. Let's see. I'm going to get that hole opened back up. For some reason it closed. We're going to go right back up through the hole to the top. Now, what I do is I put these two strings next to each other, and you'll see this middle one sort of lies one side or the other on its own. So what I do is I come up to the side that has that loose string, and I go through, and I pull it up. That puts my strings on both sides. Then I just throw a couple of square knots in here. Left over right, right over left. Left over right, right over left. Now you could leave these strings a little long if you wanted to. Or you can cut them off. Now I've seen people tie a piece of lace in here or some other type of trim. But not my thing. Okay, so that's it. That's your book. So you just now have to decide what's the top and what's the bottom. Now the next step in this process is, this looks great, but it needs something else. So what I'm going to do is get this scrap and place it right here. So the latest thing out there are these brushes. We all know the brushes. Well, I've been using brushes for a while, and I'm going to be using some Memento. And this is Rich Cocoa. And this is the brush that I use. This is a Wet n Wild makeup brush, 99 cents from the Dollar Tree. And all I'm going to do is just place this on the edge and just start going in small circles, always starting on the paper. And all I'm doing is just adding tiny little bit of well-worn dirt, we'll say, to the edge. Just going in small circles. And if I want to darken it, I just go over it again. Doesn't take much. I just want to give it that kind of handled feel. Okay. And there is a touch to this, so you want to make sure that you're touching just where you want color to be. And that's it. So again, that is literally a Wet n Wild makeup brush. This is an eyeshadow brush from the 99-cent store. It works beautifully. I don't use distressed ink. No need to. So now I have this. Now I have the pieces that she sent me. And let's get all these out. And a few pieces of my own. So, let's see. Let's just kind of figure out how we want to do this. Okay, I like this. And I like this rose. They don't kind of go together, so let's see what else we've got. You know what I do like? I do like these roses. And I like this little ticket. So, let me get out my little baby scissors. Cut this out. And you all know how to fussy cut, so you really don't need to watch me do this part. But basically, I'm just going to cut around this little ticket. Turning the paper, not the scissors. Okay. So I like this. Okay, I like that. So, we're going to be using two types of adhesive. We're going to be using a rolled tape, and this is art glitter glue. So, now people ask what kind of tape I use. And to be honest, I use different tape all the time. This one happens to be Full Mark. It's a glue roller. It works just fine for me. I've never had a problem with it. Other people swear by Tombow or Elmer's, all different kinds of glue rolls. I basically go with the theory of get what works for you. This works for me. All right. So get that on there. And then we're going to get this on here. All right. So, in order to make this video a little shorter, what I'm going to do is go ahead and pause right here. I'm going to go through and select what I want to put on each page, and then we'll be right back.